Hey, Real Nerds listeners, there's many ways you can interact with the Real Nerds podcast. You can email us at realnerds@gmail.com. You can hit us on Twitter at Real Nerds. You want to check us out on Facebook? You can. Just look for Real Nerds Podcast. You want to leave us a voicemail? Just call 720-6NERDS5. You want to listen to our episodes? You can check us out on Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd
doesn't talk film. I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Welcome to Real Nerds Podcast. We are the best movie podcast on the internet, voted on by me. Every week on Real Nerds Podcast, we see a new movie and podcast our experience to the world. This week, we saw Dungeons & Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. Stay tuned because we will recommend the film or not, play the trailer, then spoil it. I am joined this week, as every week, by Brad.
What's up?
Hey, Brad, you sound better.
Do I? Because I still have my friggin' cough.
Yeah, you don't sound like that. So
I am a robot. Yeah.
Yes, Brad Butt Supreme.
Brad Butt's trying to make a comeback, and I'm using this Delsum to stifle him.
Yeah. And this week we also have Corinne.
Hello, everyone.
And the reason we have Corinne is because Corinne has this last couple weeks, she has unveiled her, is it your third annual or fourth annual?
Fourth annual, because we started it in 2020, and then so 2021, 2022. So yeah, 2023, it's our fourth one.
Movie Madness. And this year, Corinne focused on sports films, and she's here to give us the lowdown of her Movie Madness this year.
Yeah, just wanted to thank everybody who participated. I think we had a very interesting bracket this year, how the different matchups worked out. I was surprised that Sandlot went out as early as it did.
You say interesting matchups. Don't you pre-plan these matchups, though? It seems like your bracket was heavily tilted to get the films you wanted in the final.
You could argue that, sure, but
so why don't you do it? Why don't you do it randomly? Because that seems more, the right way to do it. And you asked me for a list of sports movies. I sent you like 15, and you picked like one of mine.
Hey, I had multiple of your movies in there, Ryan. Don't give me lip about it.
Well, then you picked The Big Green, which is garbage, and
Brad sent me The Big Green, and I agreed with him. I'm like, yeah, nobody ever talks about The Big Green.
Yeah, there's reasons why. It's like how nobody talks about Ninja Turtles 3. It's just better left unsaid.
How dare you?
Is it too late to say that I actually think Ninja Turtles 3 is not that bad of a movie? Or
You keep Ninja Turtles 3 out of your goddamn mouth.
I was trying to build the bracket so we had a diversity of sports and a diversity of athletes, because otherwise, like, a lot of the movies skew male athletes, and I liked The Big Green because it's a co-ed team. So
yeah, because women's sports
male
suck.
and female. I don't know. I'm just trying to build a fun bracket, and just wanted to announce.
Yep. Next time, leave The Big Green out of it.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to announce that our final matchup was Cool Runnings versus Remember the Titans. And Remember the Titans ended up winning, I think, by like one vote. So it was crazy. But congratulations to Remember the Titans. And I just wanted to come on the show tonight to talk with you guys a little bit about the movie and celebrate it. Because, I mean, it was on my 2000 film explosion list. It was my number one. But I know I'm not the only one who loves this movie.
I've never seen it.
Ah, really?
I will say that it was, I think in the final four, that bracket with Remember the Titans, and it had something like 50 something votes, is the most by far.
Yeah, I think someone picked it up, like someone retweeted it, and then like all their followers voted. Yeah, it was kind of weird how that randomly happened, but I was like, hey, that works for me. Love that movie. I was surprised Ford v Ferrari went as far as it did, but I guess I shouldn't be because I mean everyone loves that movie. It's such a dad film.
I'm surprised Space Jam got knocked out in the first round. And I think it's really just because it was the first poll, so people weren't like onto it.
Yeah, that, and I honestly, I mean, is Henry in the room? Is Henry around? I think Space Jam is one of the most overrated freaking movies ever.
Well, you take that back.
No, it's true. And then the only way it got better is because they released the second one, and that one is worse. So it elevates the first one, which isn't a good movie.
Honestly, Space Jam has one of the best soundtracks in all of sports movies. I honestly cannot believe how hard all the artists went on that soundtrack. It's like, you guys realize this is a movie about Michael Jordan getting kidnapped by the Looney Tunes to play basketball against aliens from outer space?
Yeah, people love it. You know,
Henry,
I'm saying it's not
good.
good.
Henry just morphed out of the wall and put a knife to my throat.
Oh, shit.
We should wrap this up.
I mean, Ryan, do you Remember the Titans?
Oh, yeah, no, I do really like that movie. And that's why I wasn't sad to see that one win. Cool Runnings is fun, but I never was enamored with it like a lot of people were.
I mean, it's got John Candy in it and everybody loves him, but also, it's so quotable. Jamaica, we got a bobsled team. You're like, hey, Sanka, you dead? Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I mean, terrible Jamaican impression.
Obviously, you remember the film, but Brad, do you remember the endlessly quotable Cool Runnings?
I've seen Cool Runnings once in the 90s, so yeah, I don't remember the dialogue.
I see pride. I see power. I see a bad junior who won't take nothing off of nobody.
And this week on Offensive Stereotypes, Corinne, give some more of that Jamaican accent.
Yeah,
not cool.
I said it was bad. Yeah,
inappropriate.
So yeah, Remember the Titans. It's probably my favorite sports movie of all time. I love
I mean,
the cast.
any film I think that's anchored by Denzel Washington has
for
a
sure
chance to be a really good film. He's just one of those people that when they come on screen, you're just drawn to him, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and it's like motivational speech, the movie. I rewatched it right before I put together the bracket. I'm like, gosh dang, this movie is so good. It's got such a great soundtrack, and I love the moment when they play CCR's Up Around the Bend during the championship game, and just that whole montage that happens, and just, it's such a great movie.
Well, I can tell you why this was rigged too, Brad. I sent her basketball, and she even put it in the fucking bracket.
I've never seen it. I don't even know what that is.
So why does it always have to be about you? Why can't we just have like some cool movies on there?
It's called Corinne's Movie Madness, Brian. I'm the one who puts this together.
I know, but you tilt it so your stuff wins. It should be a little more random. What you should do is send me the list of the films that you want to put in there, and then I'll randomly assign them a bracket, and then we post it.
I think the real compromise is you just need to do an April Movie Madness and just do all the other sports movies that didn't go on the first one. And then that winner can go up against Remember the Titans.
Oh, I like that idea.
For
ultimate
movie
a losers
madness.
bracket, a consolation bracket.
Consolation
That's
bracket.
That's the way the NBC World Series used to do it. And I always like that format. Because then at least you have to lose twice before you're out.
And then you can do a non-sports thing in May, and then just like by January have a super ultimate mega movie bracket of different genres going up against different genres to be the ultimate movie winner of all time.
And honestly too, I'm really upset because the day that Happy Gilmore was going against Ford v Ferrari, I got really busy at work, so I couldn't rig the vote. I forgot to tell people to vote, and so that's why I'm really upset.
Well, that's your own damn fault then. I do wonder if we should move it back onto Facebook, because I think the first year we did it on Twitter and Facebook, and that was too much. But then Facebook, like their whole page setup changed, so we couldn't run polls there anymore.
I don't think you have a choice
I think we
because
lost a
apparently
lot of interaction.
polls are being phased out for non-Twitter blue users. So I don't think you
Yeah.
have a choice.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll just have to have people comment on their favorite, like write in your comment for your, like a write-in ballot.
That should work. It's already hard to get people to click a button to pick which one to vote for, so.
I mean, I'm just proud of all four of our winners over the last 4 years. We had The Princess Bride, we had Beauty and the Beast 1991, we had Logan last year for our Marvel versus DC bracket, and then this year we got Remember the Titans. So I think people are picking some good movies.
And you can do a movie madness of all the best winners together.
Yeah. Well, after we've done this for 16 years, we can do that.
Hey, Brad thinks outside the box. He's not he plans out. He's like our Kevin Feige. He's planning out each phase.
Yeah.
Well, as I said with Brad, when we did the bracket announcement, we could revisit the sports movies again in a future year, but do the pre-1990 movies this time. So if anyone's interested,
yeah,
me up on Twitter.
That does not sound fun.
So like the 70s Longest Yard, what else? Hoosiers,
Rocky would
Major
be in there,
League,
Rocky,
Field of Dreams, Bull Durham.
The
I don't know.
Natural.
There's lots of sports movies that are pre-1990.
I want basketball in there.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Fuck.
That's fun.
I've never even heard of that movie until I met you, Ryan.
Or
You're the
Shaolin
only
Soccer.
person I've ever heard talk about it.
Wait, whoa. I wrote an article of, I think is my 149th favorite film of all time. And that's the article I wrote that's gotten the most comments and likes. So people love that movie.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying I have never heard of it until I met you.
Well, yeah, that's because you don't watch anything but anime and British shows. So
I just told you yesterday I haven't watched an anime in almost 2 months. And now I have depression, so thanks for that.
well, you make choices in life, and that was yours.
So anyway, congratulations.
You don't have like an anime you can just watch an episode of and you feel better about?
Yeah, but that's what Ted Lasso's for. So good. Everybody go watch Ted Lasso, but congratulations to Remember the Titans for winning Movie Madness 2023. If anyone has ideas for Movie Madness 2024, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter at
And she won't
Classic.
pick it.
I said ideas.
Yeah, exactly. I gave you gold. I gave you gold films, and you're like, Hustle.
Yeah,
you know
you had Hustle on your film explosion list last year.
Yeah, and you had Hustle, and you're like, and you know what? I think The Big Green, a movie nobody's heard of, deserves a spot on there.
You're literally talking to two people who have seen The Big Green, Ryan.
I've seen it too, and I'm just saying it doesn't resonate. It doesn't resonate.
I think the best part of Big Green is I think it was either the Opus and Bill or the Timon and Pumbaa short ahead of it on the VHS.
I mean, I can just take a poll right here. There's 3 of us in here. Brad, The Big Green or basketball?
Oh, basketball.
Oh, see, 2 to 1. 2 to 1. It's like Ringling Brothers runs this podcast. Is that even a thing anymore? Does anyone know what I'm talking about when I say the Ringling Brothers?
No, they went out of business.
I heard they're coming back, though, without animals.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard that too.
Good for them. No more exploiting and killing innocent animals. Good for them. Now they'll just exploit people.
Yeah.
Normally we talk about the film of the week, but Corinne has some thoughts about trailers.
Well, I'm sure you guys do too, but I just wanted to join you for the trailers part.
Okay. And trailers we're going to talk about are?
Spider-Verse, obviously.
Yeah. Looks fun.
That's it. That's all you have to say. This is Spider-Man, Ryan.
It's a Spider-Man that they try to make cool, and it's not my Spider-Man. My Spider-Man's name is Peter Benjamin Parker.
Yeah, he's in the movie. He's got a daughter
Nope,
now.
that's the wrong Spider-Man too.
What? So you don't care at all about Mayday or Gwen or Miles?
He's
Oh,
totally
well,
pulling one over on you.
it's so easy. No, I mean, again, the animation is freaking incredible. I'm laughing. I was at a comic store. It's like this little one. I don't know if you've been to it. It's like Comics and Toys on Bowles and Wadsworth in across from Southwest Plaza.
Yeah,
kind of
it's hard to weed through.
Yeah, very much so. But I was there, and hey, I got this. There's this Green Goblin variant that I got there, and they happened to mention the Spot, and that's a really hot comic right now. And I told them that I have 2 copies of the first appearance of them. So how much are you willing to give me for the first appearance of Spot? Because I'll trade it for a really cool comic. And he thought about it really hard. And I was really excited because I bought those comics, I don't know, 20 years ago, and they were $1.50. And the Spot is a really stupid villain. And it did the trailer did not tell me that it's still not a stupid villain. I think he's kind of at the beginning. I mean, he's in the trailer. It seems to me that he is like the villain that gets beat up at the beginning of the film. That he's, the D-level villain, and that's going to be his contribution to Spider-Verse. Corinne, you wanted to talk about Spider-Verse?
I'm really excited. I'm curious as to
See, how
the
a
whole.
podcast works is people have to talk. There can't be dead air.
I haven't seen the
All right.
trailer, so
Oh, you should check it out. It's awesome.
I'm trying to
I don't know,
watch
Ryan.
less trailers, so I'm
Ryan
surprised when
took
I
the
see
wind out of
movies.
my sails.
The what?
Brad, you go.
I was saying I'm trying to not watch trailers so I can just have more fun being surprised in movies. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think this one, there's a lot going on in the trailer. It's an interesting take that Spider-Man 2099 is kind of the antagonist in it. And Miles is going against what he believes is the threat for Spider-Man, which, I mean, if they're going to pull on this, I'm glad it's 2 movies. That's all I can say. Because
I'm just
Go ahead.
confused as to like what their reasoning is, because they're like, you haven't lost somebody, like you have to sacrifice someone to actually be Spider-Man. And then they get into the whole Uncle Ben thing. But I'm like, but he lost his Uncle Aaron. So I don't know. It just feels weird.
well, in Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse is it's really convoluted and complicated. But basically, there's these guys called the Inheritors, and they go through each Spider-Man universe and feed on the Spider people, and they're able to traverse through the Spider-Verse on the web, which is in the trailer where all the Spider-Men are hanging out. And I don't know
Is
if
that the lobby they were talking about?
Yeah. So I don't know if they're incorporating that, and the Inheritors are going to show up, which are superpower, basically vampire people. I'm interested to see how they pull it off because, I mean, the trailer is super busy and there's a lot going on in it. But I also have this feeling that there's a lot they're not showing. They're kind of keeping the whole story under wrap.
Sure. Which, if we want to transition, I also felt like that was sort of the case with the Barbie trailer, because I watched it and I was like, this looks fun, but also, wait, what's the plot? That Barbie and Ken break out of Barbie world and they get into the real world or something?
Yeah, it kind of seems like Last Action Hero-esque.
Until I hear otherwise, I'm going to assume that this is a Lego movie situation and that the entire Barbie universe is actually just, someone playing with dolls.
That'd
The
be funny
Barbie
if
dolls.
Will Ferrell was still Lord Business in the Barbie movie.
Yeah. And I like that Simu Liu is also Ken. It's kind of a funny joke throughout the trailer where they call everybody Ken and Barbie.
And then Alan.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like a unusual film too for Greta Gerwig. It doesn't seem like her style at all, but hey, maybe she's growing as an artist and that's what she wants to do.
Yeah, it seems like there's already this underlying sort of feminist message to it with the whole posters that have come out with the whole like she's everything, and then the poster for Ken is he's just Ken.
Yeah.
All right, that's something.
Yeah,
So,
I can't tell if it's a musical too. I mean, I don't know what's going on in that trailer. I mean, I'll see the film because it looks fun, but is it a comedy? Is it a drama? I don't know.
I would guess it's a comedy. I don't know how they would make that into a drama. We will find out. Apparently, it's opening the same day as Oppenheimer.
That's what we call counter programming to the fullest degree.
So, any other trailers? Y'all, I don't know if you guys want to talk about Secret Invasion or something else came out, didn't it?
I like Asteroid City.
You do, Brad.
Breaking news. Brad likes Wes Anderson movie.
That is unbelievable. If it does make you feel better though, Brad, when we saw Dungeons and Dragons, Laura came with me, and as soon as the trailer started, she said, "Oh, that's Wes Anderson." She could tell just by how the film looks that was Wes Anderson.
Yeah, he's really honed his unique style. The past couple movies have kind of had the same look to him.
Yeah,
but also being different.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure it'll show up on your film explosion list no matter what, but
I didn't expect to see it in the theaters so soon. So when I was watching Dungeons and Dragons and it was the first trailer up, I was like, it looks so beautiful.
Did you get Evil Dead Rise before Dungeons and Dragons too?
I get Evil Dead Rise in every movie I go to.
It seems really out of place in some of the films I've seen.
Yeah, I was like, this is a family film. I guess Evil Dead Rise is a family film too, but on the other end.
That's when I felt like a horrible dad, is when I went and saw Megan and they had the red band trailer for Evil Dead Rise before it. And I was like, sorry.
I was just listening to on Spooled, they have Bruce Campbell on there talking about his 3 top films. And obviously before they launch into it, he does a little dive into like what's going on with Evil Dead Rise. And Bruce Campbell describes it as like, yeah, the movie's just your worst nightmare of your family trying to kill you. So
oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corinne, you down to go see Evil Dead Rise?
Oh yeah, totally. Sounds like my type of movie, Ryan.
Yeah. I'm gonna go watch it with 2 eye patches on.
Yeah, I'll have one of those like little sleep masks, just put it over my eyes. Or like a VR headset. I'll start playing Vader Immortal in the theater.
Just use your imagination to lighten it up. Like you're just hearing all these screams and like, they're having fun.
Yeah.
Just imagining a Dragon Ball fight.
Speaking of, Ryan, we need to schedule that soon.
I know. I told you when I literally work so much. Like this week, 3 of my 4 shifts are 12 hours. And then next week, I think I have to testify for the state. So for 2 days, on my 2 days off, so I won't be able to do anything.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got 2 days of mandatory training tomorrow and Thursday, so yeah, work just sucks for everybody, doesn't it?
I hate being an adult.
Brad, how's your job?
Ugh. So many idiosyncratic things that I'm constantly cursing in my own head about.
Bastards.
We don't have enough time on this podcast to go into it.
Corinne, is there anything else you want to say before we sign you off?
I'm curious to see how much money the Mario movie makes. I'm getting the vibe that it could crack $1 billion, especially
think so too.
internationally.
I don't know. The reviews aren't coming back too favorably, so
Right.
Yeah,
That might
it might be a big
Give people
weekend
away
and a
domestic.
steep drop off.
Yeah. I mean, with the Easter weekend and people needing something to do or not do, I guess. But yeah, I think it'll make a lot more money internationally. The domestic box office is probably going to be a small portion of it.
Yeah, I saw that
Oh.
too. And I don't know. Like I remember the first negative review I saw of it was Jermaine Lucier from Old Slash Film. And that guy hates everything. So I go, oh, surprise. He doesn't like a movie. But yeah.
I think people will like it fine. It might have low critic scores, but I think the audience scores are going to be strong. Like,
And
you know,
that's all
maybe
that
in the
matters.
80s. In the 80s, yeah.
I mean, I think it looks
Oh, yeah,
really
especially kids. Kids are probably going to love it.
fun. IGN gave it an 8 out of 10. So, I mean, I haven't really heard like that many bad things about it. The worst thing I've heard about it is the plot is a whatever kind of plot, but the movie's really well animated and stuff.
And thrives on like Easter eggs and references.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Hey, as long as it's a fun movie, I don't care. And who
Cool.
knows, Brad? Maybe it's really good.
It can't be better than Super Mario Brothers from '93. So
I mean, nothing will ever be, but
yeah, good luck.
I'm kind of excited to
Illumination.
see it. The animation looks nice and yeah, looks like it'll be a fun movie for the most part.
I agree. Well, Corinne, thanks for coming on. Thanks for continuing to do Movie Madness.
Sure. Thanks for letting me join you guys, and thanks to everybody who participated in Movie Madness this year. Be on the lookout next March for another bracket.
And Corinne, we'll see you at the movies at some point.
All right, and listen for my new showtime at the end of the show of the episode.
Oh, cool.
I'm calling, and I've got thoughts about things.
All right. Double dose of Corinne. Thanks, Corinne.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Corinne, for joining us. Man, I derailed her really easily. You think people would learn by now, Brad?
Your
Think they'd
sense of
learn my
humor.
Yeah. My shtick.
Well, she hasn't been on in a while, so she's
That's
obviously out of
true.
practice.
You get rusty, and you don't realize that I'm one clever son of a bitch. Anywho, this week on Real Nerds Podcast, we saw Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Brad, do you recommend a D&D, or do you roll Snake Eyes or whatever you roll in D&D that's bad?
The opposite of that. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, I didn't expect much going into it, and I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed it. The characters are a lot of fun. The story is kind of interesting. They actually solve problems without just glossing over solving it, if that makes sense. So it's not fully my, when I think of D&D, I think of like a Frank Frazetta painting. And this isn't that. It's not Conan the Barbarian level, like fantasy worlds, but as far as like a pop fun family film, it's a blast.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Obviously, you can tell by my intro, I know nothing about the actual intricacies of Dungeons and Dragons. And I think this is a film that is really good for people like me that don't, I mean, I know enough of it that I recognize things like the gelatinous cube thing. But I don't know enough about it to be an expert, if that makes sense. But this is an easily accessible movie, and it's funny, and you're right, all the leads are charming. And yeah, I have a lot of, my wife loved this movie, which I was shocked she wanted to go see it with Kellen and I. And she really liked it too. Here's the trailer for Dungeons and Dragons.
equal.
The child is not fit to govern an empire.
The forces of darkness.
You can control dragons.
With the dragon army at my command, I can crush the Empress.
This has got to be some twisted magic experiment gone seriously wrong.
Have threatened to conquer a kingdom.
What can I do to stop Profion?
If you can obtain the Rod of Savril, you could control red dragons.
I suggest we lay low, let the whole thing blow over, come back, rob everybody.
There's one small problem.
Problem?
I kind of committed us to find it.
Let their blood rain from the sky!
Trust me.
I hate when you say that.
Don't touch that!
Kill them slowly.
You finish the maze, you win the prize.
You'll have to do better than that.
They must complete this task alone.
You know, I love the way you track. I'll get Marina, you get the map. How you get the girl and I get a map? We gotta work out some new plans. I want them found.
Do you really think you can steal my destiny?
Be careful.
You too.
Now it's your time to die.
Dungeons and Dragons.
You want to play, do you?
Brad, you son of a bitch! You played the one from 2000. Play the real one. Here's the real trailer from Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm pure evil.
On your knees.
Okay, chop it off.
Chop it off. Let's do it.
Oh, we got him now!
You know what? I'm thinking they're probably sharper stairs somewhere else.
We're thieves, but we help the wrong person steal the wrong thing and unleash the greatest evil the world has ever known.
The Red Wizards created an army of the undead.
Sounds lovely. Quite the opposite. I know I was being ironic.
I find irony is a blade that cuts he who wields it most especially.
You're not a lot of fun, are you? How are we gonna pull this off?
We're gonna need a team.
You need cool air.
Follow me to the orifice.
Back to school air.
The orifice?
I'll go last.
Let's go.
I don't mind that. She missed.
Oh, that's not good. Aren't you sick of failing? We could die.
There's worse things than dying. I lost everything that ever mattered to me. And if we quit now, that's for nothing.
I don't want to see you die, which is why I'm going to leave the room.
This ends now.
The bridge is protected by an ancient trap. We must not trigger the mechanism.
I may have triggered the mechanism. So, sorry.
I just totally created more work for you.
Meh.
And did you know that moment I just did was totally improvised?
What?
It was. I don't know why I thought I'd do that right then and there. I just wanted to, because you can never tell what I'm going to do. I'm a freaking loose cannon on this podcast.
Thanks for making me revisit that trailer that I was never going to
I
look up
don't
on my
even.
own.
Did you? I haven't seen that trailer. When did that movie come out? I don't even remember.
I think it was 2000, and I was actually talking to Corinne about it earlier. Someone shared like a clip from it on some social thing, and that was the first time I'd seen it since the theater. And yeah, it's as bad as I remember. Like
So
Jeremy Irons is just chewing the scenery.
You saw that film in theaters?
I did.
Wow, I've never even seen it.
Oh yeah, you're. Oof. I mean, I think it'd be a fun like hate rewatch, but
Or maybe like Mystery Science Theater 3000 or something like that.
yeah, like I'm surprised. Maybe they did do it on How'd This Get Made? I don't remember. But yeah, um, yeah, it's just the early 2000s. Like they went for it, and again, I only saw that clip since then, so I can't remember much from it. But
Well, I mean, I can tell you on IMDb, the first review of it says, if you love D&D, you'll hate this movie.
yeah, because it wasn't. It was like it kind of had the spirit of this movie where it's fun and like pop culture-y and like about like a friendship team and stuff, but it was just like I don't know, like a sci-fi channel budget and movie budget. Yeah. And like Jeremy Irons seems like he's in another movie, and a lot of it's feels like it's on a green screen. Or just out in California.
So anyways, the good Dungeons in film, which actually has a little more heart to it than I expected as well.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Pine plays Edgin, who is a harper, which I still understand. I don't understand the classes of people because I don't know. I'm just stupid or something.
Well, yeah, the poster's advertisement is a bard, but
yeah,
he actually has the backstory of being this harper, which is like the ceremonial guard or like an elite a guardian class or something.
Yeah. And he has a wife and a kid, but it doesn't pay well. And the red sorcerer people show up at his house to look for him because he's took one of them into custody. They end up killing his wife, and he ends up raising his daughter with his friend Holga, played by Michelle Rodriguez, and he takes her. They kind of thieve together, and yeah, and then they one of their jobs goes sideways because he's trying to get a dial or something to resurrect his wife, which I'm guessing is an actual Dungeons and Dragons thing. I'm guessing a lot of these rules are established in Dungeons and Dragons. Forgive me, I don't know. Do you know, Brad?
Yeah, I occasionally I'd hear something in the dialogue, be like, "Oh, I've heard of that before," but I'm not like every time I play Dungeons and Dragons, people hate me playing it because I just make up all this wild, crazy stuff that is insane and doesn't feel like, yeah. But yeah, like I heard like Neverwinter Nights, and I was like, "Oh, that's a game I heard people play." And I didn't realize it was from this. And Baldur's Gate, like that's another game that I didn't realize was part of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I love that game for my PlayStation 2, I think. So anyways, he ends up getting captured, him and Holga. And actually, that's when I really got into the film, is when he's explaining trying to get parole. And you don't understand. The whole time he wants this Jonathan guy to show up. And I thought it's because maybe he's like friends with him or something. But the real reason is he's trying to escape, and he's a Birdman, and he jumps out the window with him, and he uses the Birdman so they don't hit the ground because they're in a tower.
And they find out they're going to be pardoned anyway.
Yeah, I knew I was in the right movie when they did that. We were going to give you a pardon anyway. He did it all for nothing. So he's been locked up for a couple years, and he left his daughter with Hugh Grant's character named Forge. And for the 2 years he's been gone, when he returns, he finds that Forge is now I don't know what you call him, the ruler of the land, or
Yeah,
he reminded me of like a Prince John or something.
exactly. Yeah. And he used to be a thief with them and used to go thieving with them.
Yeah. And he, with the help of Sophina, who is a red sorceress, they've kind of pillaged the town of all their riches and put the real ruler is sick and can't do his duties. So by default, Forge is. So Forge has been raising his daughter and telling her lies about Chris Pine's character, Edgin. And by the time he comes back, she's been polluted, her mind so much that she doesn't want to go with him. He tries to kill him and it doesn't work out. So they think of a way to basically overthrow him and Sophina. And it's they go on a mission to get this helmet for Simon, the sorcerer who's with them. And he recommends Doric, who I don't even know what race of people she is, but
I think she was a druid, is what they said.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite character is the Zinc guy, or Zenik, or however you pronounce his name. He is the paladin.
Paladin?
The paladin, yeah. And yeah, he's just this badass, like, handsome dude who is quite literal. I forget what the line they say about irony, but it really made me laugh.
Yeah, he's kind of got a oh my god,
like a Drax vibe.
Drax, exactly. Yeah,
because there's even that part where when he says, "I must leave you now," and he goes, "Oh, he's walking in a straight line."
So is he gonna go over rock.
Is he gonna go? Oh no, he's walking right on top of it. It's like really silly, but I don't know. I appreciated how silly it was.
Yeah, it's they definitely took a lot of stuff from the structure of Guardians of the Galaxy and put into this because like Chris Pine is God, I can't remember the Guardians' names. What happened to my brain? Star-Lord. Yeah, that guy's Drax. Michelle Rodriguez is like a platonic Gamora.
You got that. Yeah.
The druid's kind of like a rocket raccoon, I guess.
Okay, I'm on board. Yep. a movie lands on my audience was having a great time seeing it. And my wife was laughing, my kid was laughing, I was laughing. I just think the movie is a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean they go fight that dragon. The dragon turns out to be like really fat, so it's like
it's like a gluttonous dragon.
It's dangerous, but it's also like sliding around because it can't stand up on its own legs.
Yeah, and it's great.
And they devised that really clever plan of like using the mirror to like get in the vault. And then it still goes sideways. And then they kind of have to do two things to get to the problem at the end. And and then Elgin, like it's really cool how he honors his promise to give all the gold back to the city, and it thwarts Seraphina's plan, and yeah, it's just fun.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun watching it, and again, I love movies like this when I go into them, and I only saw like a 30-second TV spot. I really didn't watch very many trailers for it because you mentioned it before. I'm starting to trend more towards what you're doing. Is I'll see trailers if they're before films, but I really don't seek them out very much anymore. Just like Guardians of the Galaxy, when the original trailer dropped, I'm like, okay, cool. And then I'll avoid, TV clips or clips from the film, and because I just want to experience the movie again, or for the first time the right way.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, because I go to the movies so much, I see the same trailers in front of everything so much as it is. Like it's just exhausting to watch them again at home on like YouTube or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Corinne mentioned the Spider-Verse, and I guess there's an international trailer that talks about the three Peters again from No Way Home, and I kind of want to just be surprised. So I haven't watched it. So
yeah. Like if there's a movie I hear it announced and like I hear the idea in text, I'm like, okay, well I kind of want to see what that is. So like something like the Turtles trailer comes out, I will watch that, at least one time to see like get a feel for what I'm in for. But after that, like I don't want the story trailer. Like I don't want to.
Yeah, I
just
agree.
Want to see a little tease of generally what I'm in for, and then just be surprised at how the story unfolds rather than just having everything explained. Like, here's what the heroes are going to do, and you're just going to go watch it to find out if they accomplish it or not. I'm like, oh, that's not as fun.
I mean, and that turtle trailer, man, on the big screen, the animation in that film looks incredible.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see that one.
It's like a dirty smudge New York City. I missed that.
Yeah, and I think the cool thing about Spider-Verse is it really, or Spider-Man with Miles Morales, it really opened up the studios to try new animation styles.
Yeah, for 20 years we've kind of had the same similar looking stuff. I think when Toy Story first came out, there was a push to like, hey, let's try to make this as real as possible, CGI, like CG animated movie wise. And then they kind of got to people and were like, well, let's back off. And Pixar kind of settled into this happy medium of all that. And then a lot of the studios just kind of did their version of that. And so it's awesome that they're trying to like just in general just do a different blends of 2D and 3D styles and cell shading and everything. And yeah. And I mean, then you get artists, and I think it brings back the artistry of 2D animation too, where it's more unique. And I think that's only going to benefit the medium of animation. Yeah, after watching Puss in Boots, I'm just surprised that Disney hasn't jumped on a 3D, 2D like painted look for their next features. So hopefully they get to work on it, unless they're buried in Moana.
You're welcome.
But yeah, like the Barbie trailer, it revealed a bunch of people I didn't even know were in it, and that would have been a fun surprise as I was watching it. It's like, oh, Will Ferrell just showed up. Okay.
Yeah, well, because you sent me that Ghostface character poster from it, which is spot on because, when you go online, it because of the stuff that I look at, of course, my algorithms are always going to do movies and video games and things like that. And I think there's this thing on Rotten Tomatoes where it's the Barbie character posters, and it looks like a magic eye almost because there's so many character posters.
Yeah. And yeah, now everyone's just taking that template and adding every like pop culture character into it.
Well, I mean, I guess it's got people talking. So yeah, you should go see Dungeons and Dragons anyway. What we're saying. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun, lighthearted.
I think it's a good escape movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, see it. It's only Brad and I, but doesn't mean we're going to leave you without what we've been watching.
So, yeah, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Brad, what'd you watch this week?
A couple things. Actually kind of have, last week I meant to talk to you about Ted Lasso since you're watching it now, but, do you have anything new to add to that?
No, because I'm not caught up because I keep on getting busy and get distracted. The last episode I saw was still season 2, but they just had the Christmas one with Phoebe. But I do love Roy Kent.
Yeah. I love it when he's doing I think it's season 1 actually, but when he's like on the like the Sports Center thing, just like,
oh yeah,
Amy suffering from the incurable condition of being a little bitch.
Yeah, no, I think that's season 2 because he calls out. He says, "Well, I don't care what you think. You're a shit manager."
That's right. Yeah, because obviously he retired, so he's doing the desk. Yeah.
Yep. He's saying what everybody wants to say.
Okay, well, we'll just let you get caught up in that then. Speaking of Apple Plus, though, I did watch Severance.
That's is that the Harrison Ford one?
No, it's Adam Scott. I watched it because it like
that's
had
right.
a ton of acclaim. Like it's a workplace thing. I was like, I've never really been sure about what it was. But I just heard people like, this is a great show. People got to watch it. And so, since I had Apple Plus again, I was like, okay, dive into this. And for like a good 4 or 5 episodes, I was like, I don't get it. Like, what is, what is great about this and where are we going with all this? It's super weird. And then you get to like the last 3 episodes, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you ended it here. Bring me season 2 right now. Like, it's such a slow burn. And then just hits you with all the stuff at the end. And you're like, God, you dirty. Ugh. Anyway, the story is Adam Scott. He works for this company called Lumen, and severance is this procedure that they have done on their employees that separates your work memories from your outside of work memories. So when you enter the elevator and go to work, all you remember is your life at work. And when you come up the elevator and go back home, you don't remember what you did at work.
Weird.
So yeah. And then he works in this team of 4 people. Like one of them is John Turturro. The first episode, they are introduced to this new girl who doesn't want to be there. And then there's like another programmer. And like the departments are separated from other departments. But John Turturro wanders into this other area that has like Christopher Walken is the head of this like design department, and no one really knows what they're doing at work does for anything. Like they're not sure, like their own department, they're just like deleting these numbers on a screen and they don't know what it does. And there's like theories that the numbers represent people and they're actually just killing people out in the real world. So there's like all these different mysteries about what's going on. And then when they go home, apparently they still interact with each other, but they don't know that they're friends at work. Like some of them like live right next to each other, but they don't know that they're actually coworkers and everything. And Adam Scott's character's wife recently died, so he's in a deep depression. And so he's trying to go to work more to forget about it. So yeah, there's all these like crazy mysteries, and then they all come to a head at the very end. And you're just like, damn it. Can't believe I gotta wait for you to just resolve all this.
I only have, I think, a month left of free for Apple TV, so I got to get caught up.
Yeah, get caught up on Ted Lasso and then hop over to Severance. And it's also like a gorgeous show. Like for as bland and boring as The Office is there and everything, it's also like a really, like interesting look. Cause it's so weird, you know, it really enhances the mystery aspect to it. And then the last thing I talked about, was a movie called Smoking Causes Coughing, which is, from the maker of
Rubber Guy.
Yeah, from the Rubber Guy. And, it's kind of fun. It's super weird, obviously. And then like the story is not that interesting, but it's just like the little bits and the sense of humor is what makes it good. It starts out right away with this like Power Rangers style, group of heroes called the Tobacco Force. And the movie starts out with them fighting like a typical Rita Repulsa monster, like in a rubber suit or whatever. And the Tobacco Force, because they use like carcinogens to like blast, the monsters or whatever and kill them. And they're all about crusading against smoking. So they're fighting this monster. And then, off in the distance, this family like on a road trip pulls up and the kid goes like, I got to take a leak. And so he walks out into the forest and like sees over the ledge that he's a fan of the Tobacco Force and they're fighting a monster. And he's like, Dad, come see this. And so they watch him fight the Tobacco Force, and then like they make the monster explode and it just covers everybody in blood. And they're like, oh, this is awesome. They like get selfies taken with them and they're like covered in blood. Like it's just extra violent for no good reason. And then, they get picked up in their van by this like robot they don't like that much. And, it almost like Danger 5, they have this boss who's like a rubber rat, like puppet rat thing that's like always drooling out of his mouth for some reason, like this gross green slime. He's like, you guys are a little out of sync, so I'm going to send you on a retreat. And so they just drive him, they drive the team like a little deeper into the forest and let them out. And immediately that robot like drives away from him or like rolls away. It's like a little Johnny Five type robot. He rolls away and then just rolls off into this like lake and just like dunks himself in the lake. And they're like, what happened to the robot? And their boss is like, he was programmed to commit suicide once the task was done. And we're going to send you a new robot. And then they like go into this underground layer where they're super psyched about their steel beds, and the refrigerator opens up into a grocery store with like an attendant. And then they end up just like telling weird stories the whole time. Like one of them, like they have a campfire outside, so they're telling scary stories. And then later on, they're telling a story about like this one dude who gets his like legs stuck in like some industrial grinder, but he's still alive. And so he's talking to his boss of like, hey, okay, I'm going to get you out of here. But they don't know how to like reverse it. So he just keeps getting grinded more and more until he's just a mouth and a bucket of blood, but he can still talk and he's still sentient. And the boss has to take him to his like it was her nephew, and she has to take him to her sister's birthday party as a bucket of blood and mouth. Yeah, it's just so weird. But also like silly and funny at the same time. So, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't expect anything else from that guy.
Yeah,
he's very unusual.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the overall purpose of it was, but as far as like a sit in the moment and just kind of watch silly gags is kind of fun. So, but I think that's the point. Is he just like he's like seems like a filmmaker where he just has like a vision of something, like something imaginative, and then just executes it.
Yeah.
Without any real purpose.
It's hard because, I mean, I own Rubber, and it's hard to get someone to watch it when you tell them it's about a killer tire. You know what I mean? And I don't know how to make it more accessible. You just got to strap in and enjoy it. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And that film looks like it too. Do they all have really big heads, or is that just the poster?
That might be just like their helmets, like their Power Rangers helmets. Like they have human faces on under it and everything.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah, and then like they get that new robot that shows up and they hate him even more, and they just call him a piece of shit all the time, and he's constantly loading. Like he's supposed to be the superior model, but he's like slow to download and upload things, and yeah. Anyway, that's what I watched.
So, do you recommend people seeing it?
I really only if you're a fan of the work. Like, if you're familiar with Rubber and Wrong, I think if you're a casual film goer, you'll just be like left scratching your head, like, what the fuck did I just watch? It's definitely an acquired taste.
Yeah, this week I really didn't watch anything new. I got the Resident Evil 4 remake, and I've been playing that, and it's really awesome. And if you have a PlayStation 5 or Xbox, I would definitely get it. It's worth it. They modernized the game, and the visuals are incredible, and the voice acting is good, but they still kept like dorky lines in it where there's a part where you can have this lantern fall down and light a cow on fire, and it'll run through the village and kill the villagers. And Leon says, "Send me the bill." And they left that line in there. So, I'm down. It's a really awesome game, and they made one of the best survival horror games even better. I remember that's like the big first exclusive on GameCube.
Yeah. They had the Resident Evil remakes, but that was the first one that kind of broke away from this traditional gameplay, and also was like, kind of exclusive. So I had a lot of fun playing it on the Wii back then.
The big one is now you can move while you aim your gun. But I forgot how satisfying it is to shoot the village people in the leg and then run up and just like roundhouse kick them through walls and shit. So that's my favorite thing to do, is not to like kill them outright, but to, incapacitate them enough where I can run up and just roundhouse kick them.
So I was just thinking about like how that game is almost 20 years old now.
I know.
God.
I know, dude. We're getting old.
He was so fresh. And now
I remember buying the fucking GameCube, the purple one. And I forgot to mention it in my article about my 118th favorite film, Freddy vs. Jason, about how we bought the DVD and watched it at Game Crazy instead of working.
What a great time.
Yep. I don't know why they didn't promote us or
why that store got out of business. I don't know. I'll never know.
I have no idea.
Hey nerds, Corinne here for another installment of Showtime, where I talk about something devastating I've been watching lately. Specifically the 1-2-3 punch that is Ted Lasso, The Bad Batch, and The Mandalorian, which premiered last night within 6 hours of each other. Man, these showrunners really are trying to kill me. Thankfully, this is the last week I'll have all 3 shows to talk about, because Bad Batch Season 2 finale was, it was sad. It was basically Empire Strikes Back for this show. Betrayals, captures, people getting lost, people getting saved or not saved, and pretty sad. So, I would say, go watch The Bad Batch, but, now I don't think I can do that because this show is so sad. Anyway, so Ted Lasso, thankfully that was the first thing to kick off last night, and yeah, it was a hilarious episode. Lots of good storylines and character growth being set up, and little tidbits for what I think we're going to get later in the season. The show, it hasn't quite devastated me yet, but I know it's coming. Yeah. And then thankfully I decided, when the Star Wars shows dropped 1 a.m. our time, and I was stupidly up to watch them, I decided to watch The Bad Batch first, because I figured it would be pretty emotionally devastating, and then I watched The Mandalorian afterward. Thankfully that worked out, because the Mandalorian episode was a lot lighter than The Bad Batch this week, which is unusual, but the Mandalorian episode, normally I'd be like, it seemed like it took forever, and, it's all just more setup, and, like, where's the show even going? But you know what? Last night I just needed them to, like, fly around and save people and blow shit up, so, I still have concerns about the season as a whole. I think they are starting to make some progress on, like, where the storyline is going, and what the, like, plot and the conflict is. Beyond just like, oh, these characters interact together. It's like, okay, we're looking at the bigger picture now. It's not like A leads into B leads into C leads into D with this show, or at least not with this season. That's how it was last season, but now this season it's more like A leads into H, and H leads into 4, and 4 leads into Epsilon. So it's like, why are you just now doing this? I'm so confused. Anyway, don't want to say too much to spoil things, but if you've seen the show, I think you probably get an idea of what I'm talking about. So, yeah. I don't know, I'm just really sleep deprived, because I woke up at 1 a.m. to watch Star Wars for an hour and a half, so, yeah. Ted Lasso, man, it's gonna get me soon. I know it is. I just know it is. Oh, by the way, I did finish my Ted Lasso Season 3 series finale predictions post. It's on the Real Nerds website. If you don't give a crap about Season 3 spoilers, please go check it out. Or, once the season is over, the show is over, and everybody's caught up on everything, then you can go back and you can see whether I was right or wrong in any of my predictions. So, yep. Alright, I will talk to you nerds next time with something a little bit happier, but yeah, between being sleep deprived and sad, this is all I got for you today. I guess go watch The Bad Batch if you want to get your heart ripped out. So, okay, have fun with that, and I'll talk to you guys next time with something. Bye.
Cool. Next week is the Super Mario Brothers movie. Wahoo! So that'll be a lot of fun.
Are you going to get to watch your movie party after all, or are you stuck doing Easter stuff?
Yeah, I'm stuck doing Easter stuff. I know. I mean, I guess, my in-laws did spend a lot of money for me to have this really nice Easter brunch, but
actually, you've been waiting all your life for a Super Mario Brothers movie, though, so I think that's kind of paramount.
I agree. I will say that I think on Friday I'm going to take Kellen to the 40X version of it because I think that would probably be really fun.
Cool. I can't wait that long. I'm going to watch it on Wednesday.
I wish. If I didn't have to work from 6 to 6 and then work the next day 6 to 6, then I would do it.
Oh, come on. You can watch a 10, 15 showing.
I mean, I could if I didn't have to worry about,
You don't need to be sharp for your job.
True.
you can go a day with like a jittery hand, right?
Yeah. I mean, we good.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
it's a rare Wednesday release, so I'm going to take advantage of it.
I know. I assume they're showing they have midnight showings of it today. So yeah. Cool. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the movies. Bye.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot. A real nerd can follow the plot. And a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram, @Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it!